bank invited these all people from all the Muslim world, mostly, every big country. They were stayed in Sheraton Hotel and they gave the suggestions. Our ICAP also did a good job. They arranged a seminar in this very hall. Only CAs were allowed and one bank was allowed one seat in the front line. Every bank was allowed one seat. And 3 speakers were there, Ibrahim Sidat, Mohammad Hussain and myself. After 6 months, Ishit Hussain Sahab called me and told me, Mr. Wahid, I have recommended the proposal what you gave for approval to the government of Pakistan. I was just said, thanks to Allah. I will not get any cash for this proposal. He said, what do you mean? I said, I don't want Nishan-e Haidar. I want Jannat ka ticket. I did it for God. That day the Prophet, peace be upon him, will say to Allah, here is the Wahid who did this job in 15th century, who gave the solution of interest and banking together at a time. Now, I will try to explain to you what is my formula. What is interest? All of you would have studied economics and the interest in it. The theory of interest is an amount over the principal at a rate fixed in terms of money and in terms of period predetermined without any other condition. If any one of you has got a different view on any of my points, please note down on a paper but give your email address and I guarantee you that within 10-15 days I will try to satisfy you. Whatever question, against my wishes or against my ideas, then only I will be a powerful person, when I will have your support. You tell me where I am wrong, where I am not clear. Interest is a surplus amount over and above the principal amount at a rate predetermined in terms of money and period and no other condition. These are 4 points. Now, I may tell you just one. Suppose I have got a bank and you are all its members and I say, anyone who wants any money, take it and give me 100 more after 1 year or within 1 year. It will not be interest because any money will charge only 100. Okay. Another bank I have. You are here. I say, take 1,000 each, no more, at up to 1,000. But you will have to pay me 10 more. When? Whenever you want. You may pay tomorrow or you may pay after 20 years. It will not be interest. Now, suppose if you put another condition that I will share the profit with you also, that also become difficult. This is the theory of interest in all the economic books. Interest is the rent of money. Interest is the charge for the use of my money. Now, about my formula is, some of you would be the bankers, some of you would have been the auditors of the banks, or some of you would be employees of the banks. Please think in your own way. I had invited all the banks in Pakistan and financial institutions and foreign banks to this session. God knows how many will come. Then I will send them in writing by registered post that this is my formula. What are your practical difficulties? If theory is of no use until unless it is practicable. And the practical difficulties they will tell me if they know. I had been the auditor of scheduled banks, balance sheets, I know the knowledge of the banks. More than about 20 banks I have audited. But I will try to find out the practical difficulties. Suppose I am the chief of the bank and this formula comes in. What will be the problem? Please tell me, please help me. Whatever I will get blessing from Allah, you will share if you will take interest in it. I have no grievance against you if you share with me. Please help me to gain it, to put it to the world and for you. These days I am working on IMF and World Bank, Asian Development Bank and Islamic Development Bank. I am in direct touch with them to bring them in line with my formula so that their interest should be in line with the Bible, Torah and Zabur. I am studying these books with the holy priests of the Christians. Then only I can talk on it. Some big priests also told me, your formula is right. I said, very good, thank you. Some big men asked me, Mr. Vaid, how you got this idea? I said, sir, I tried many times. For many years I am doing religious only finance side. Rishwat, corruption, interest, inheritance, these are materials involved in the religion and finance. Only these matters I will deal. But I could not get it. One day I prayed Allah and He accepted my prayer. He told me this formula and I did it. Now I am going to tell you the formula. All of you are educated, accountants, qualified, and you can easily understand. I will try to be short and clear and might repeat also. We will give the profit or charge the interest or profit, whatever you say it. Not predetermined rate, but the rate will be announced later on. Who will announce? What will be the nature of announcement? How far the banks will have to follow it? How will be the accounting? These are the practical problems. Now I am going to solve one by one. Security. Every bank or every lender wants security of his own desire. Okay? There is no restriction in my formula. Then, suppose he dies, the borrower dies. Now also borrower can die. In my formula, if he dies, that what makes the difference? Don't create a confusion or question or criticism just for the sake of criticism. Be practical. Every quarter, my proposal is, whenever a man-made law is enforced, it has got some shortages, some improvements and some gaps. And with the pass of time, it will be rectified. If you people will help me, I will try to rectify. I will try to adjust this. After every quarter, on 1st April, 1st July, 1st October and 1st January, Central Bank of the country, State Bank, Central Bank of the country will announce two rates. Minimum to pay, maximum to charge. Minimum to pay and maximum to charge. Suppose the rate announced is 5% pay on deposit. You can pay 6, 7 and charge is suppose say 15%. You may charge 11, you may charge 12, but you cannot charge 16. And that will show the importance and performance of your bank. That will create competition among the banks. Now, why every quarter? Why not every year? Because some accounts are closed in March, some in June.